Hi, I'm Danny Brown with Myriad at my home group, and today we're going to talk about your credit score and how that can affect your home purchase. So when you apply for anything that has to do with financing, a lot of times these companies are going to pull your credit. So when you apply for credit cards, home loans, student loans, mortgages, those are all going to count as hard credit inquiries on your credit. FICO really wants you to shop for the best rate, and they're expecting you to have multiple credit inquiries done. So they do us all a great favor, and they only count that as one credit inquiry as long as it happens within a 30-day period. Now that initial credit inquiry is going to count as a ding on your credit. It's going to cost you a few points on your credit score, but you'll easily recoup that within a few months. And as you can imagine, the worse your credit score is, the harder it's going to be to get financing for a mortgage. If you have a lower credit score, your interest rate can often be higher. The down payment requirements can be a lot more. It generally makes it a lot more difficult to get your financing if you have a low credit score. But your credit score does not have to be amazing to be able to qualify for financing. Many lenders out there right now will qualify you for a mortgage if your credit score is a 580 or higher. Just keep in mind, the higher your credit score is, the better your rate's going to be and the lower your down payment's going to be. A great credit score is anything above a 720 FICO score. Now, if you end up with a lower than normal credit score, one thing that I recommend is to actually go through your entire credit history. Whoever's pulled your credit should provide you a copy of your credit report. Go through that history and make sure that everything that's in there is actually yours. A lot of times people who have common names like Danny Brown, stuff will show up on your credit that actually has nothing to do with you, and you can oftentimes get those items removed from your credit and see your credit score instantly go up. And then finally, to continue to increase your credit score, you want to make sure that you're not carrying really high balances on your revolving credit, which are things like credit cards and lines of credit. And you want to make sure that you're always making your payments on time. One of the nice things about mortgages is that the payment is due on the 1st, but it's not late until the 15th. So every lender gives you a 2-week time period to make those payments. It's not actually going to negatively impact your credit until you're over 30 days late. They'll typically just charge you a small fee if you get past that 2-week window. And finally, if you do end up having a lower credit score than what's optimal for getting a mortgage, make sure that you're working with a lender who will continue to support you, who will put you on a credit rebuilding plan, because there are certain things that you can do to raise your credit score faster. A common thing that people think to make their credit score better is that they'll pay off old debts or old collection items. But if you've had something negative on your credit for a long period of time and you end up paying that off, it takes it from the bottom of your history and puts it all the way at the top. So definitely work with somebody that understands credit, how it works, and how you can best impact your credit score in the most positive way. And the last thing that I would point out is that during this entire process, when you're trying to get a mortgage, don't get any new lines of credit. Don't apply for an auto loan. Don't take out new credit cards. You may want to go to the appliance store and take out a line of credit and get no interest financing on those things. Just don't do it. Wait until you're done and closed. Credit is a very tricky thing, and it's just best to leave everything as is while you're going through that process, and then you can start doing that stuff after you close. If you have any other questions about your credit or who can help you get to where you need to be, definitely reach out to me. I'm happy to help. This is Danny Brown with Myriad at my home group. Thanks for watching.